Hey everybody, welcome to another Calc Ready video. And today we're going to be doing a little exercise. This is more for my Algebra 2 and my pre-calculus people. So this is what the exercise is. So we have natural log of square root of x is equal to square root of natural log of x. So here we're going to be doing a lot of algebraic manipulations, right? So first thing we can do is whenever we have a log, so for example, actually no, let's go back. First, let's look at our domain restrictions. So here we have square root of x, right? That means that our x has to be greater than 0, right? Because we cannot have a square root of a negative number. And also, let's look at natural log of x because it also has domain restrictions, right? So you can't have a negative x in a natural log, or you can't have a 0. So we have the same restriction here. So whatever our x be, whatever we find for our x, it has to be greater than 0. So let's start working. So here we have natural log of square root of x. Well, what we can do is we can rewrite this like this. Natural log of x to the power of 1 over 2, right? Because square root is just the same as to the power of 1/2. And here we can just keep it for now, natural log of x. What we can do now is, since we have a log with an exponent, the exponent can come down to the left. So here we're gonna have 1 over 2 natural log of x is equal to square root of natural log of x. Now what we can do right now is we have a square root on this side. We can't just bring this down because this isn't in the argument, it's across the whole natural log. So we can actually exponentiate both sides to the power of 2 to get rid of the square root. So distributing this exponent of 2, so 1/2 to the power of 2 is 1 over 4. Natural log of x to the power of 2 is natural log squared of x. And here the squares just cancel out, so we just get natural log of x. Okay, perfect. Now we have a fraction, so a good way to deal with that is just multiply, right? So we can multiply both sides by 4. We're going to get natural log squared of x is equal to 4 natural log of x. And now we can do something. We can move everything to one side, and then we can potentially factor. So let me go on this side. We're going to have natural log squared of x minus 4 natural log of x equals 0. Now we can either factor the natural logs immediately, or we can substitute. So for example, let z is equal to natural log of x. So here we're going to have z squared minus 4z is equal to 0. And now this is much easier, right? Because we could just factor out common factor of z. So z comes out, and then we have z minus 4 is equal to 0. So now we can plug in the natural log back. So we're going to have, remember, z is equal to natural log. So natural log of x, and then times natural log of x minus 4 is equal to 0. So now we can just, since we have two expressions multiplying to give us 0, one of those expressions has to be 0. So either natural log of x is equal to 0, or natural log of x minus 4 is equal to 0. So here natural log of x equals 0, that's just an identity. Here x is equal to 1. And here we have natural log of x is minus 4 is equal to 0. So we can just move the 4 to the other side. So we're going to get natural log of x is equal to 4. Get rid of that natural log by putting an e. Cancel out. And we get x is equal to e to the power of 4. So our answer is x is equal to 1, or x is equal to e to the power of 4. So yeah, this was a good exercise. Has exponent rules, has natural logs. Doesn't really have, the domain restrictions don't really apply because all the answers we get are within the domain that we're working with. So okay, I hope to see you guys in the next Calc Ready video, and bye bye.